All right, we are live. Hey everyone, Gardner here. It is a conscious conversation coming at you on this Tuesday, July the 20th. Trust this finds you well. And I wanted to talk a little bit about sports, a little bit about self growth. Uh, they are parallel journeys a lot of times. And specifically, this morning it dawned on me why self growth is really it's an uphill battle for most of us, myself included. Uh, so this morning, I reacquainted with a long lost friend. 3.5 years, it's been 3.5 years. I actually just did the math. Um, since I last sat on a rowing machine. And I just was at the end of my workout and I've been doing cardio, but I just decided, well, fuck, I don't know why. I just felt called to get on the rowing machine. So, all that to say, it surprised me and it didn't, but it surprised me, honestly, how amazing it felt, how easy it felt, how it truly felt like the phrase, riding a bike. It's just like riding a bike. It's just like rowing for me, and it's because of the countless hours of creating a biomechanical efficiency with which I do that motion. And for someone that rode a lot, and then to take 3.5 years of not doing that repetitive pattern, to get back on and to feel completely connected, as if I had been rowing every day for the last 3.5 years. That's exactly how it felt. So my mind kind of took that and broke that down into, of course, how amazing the mind works in terms of that muscle memory. We've heard this, right? Muscle memory, but also the repetitive behavioral pattern of the signals of the musculature working. And really, that is energy. And really, that is the brain replaying a signal that has become second nature. And so taking that and putting that into our self-growth journey, we continually fire or have frequencies that we're tuning into, right? We get to certain points in our life where all the behavioral patterns of what lied before directly imprint us. We know this. We know how by the age of 7, your subconscious mind is already programmed, and you're kind of going down a predispositioned path of behavior, and we can alter that. And as we get further on in life, think about all the hours or all the, don't even think of it hours, right? We know 10,000 hours to create a pattern of to have something become habitual, in terms of sport, in terms of anything, right? Behavioral context. However, in this, think of it as just thoughts. So how many thoughts do we have in terms of negative patterns of behavior? Some are even subconscious. We know this. For many of us, myself included, on a journey of self-growth, the common denominator is, quite frankly, a lot of times to be positive, to pick ourselves up, to move forward, to be happier, to achieve certain things, to be motivated, to be inspired, all of these things. And those are great. And we climb, and I don't know why, I just think of climbing, right? Think of going up a steep hike for example, it takes effort to step up, i.e., stay positive, be inspired, be motivated. And then if we lose our footing, what happens? It's so quick that we fall back down. And this is the same with repetitive behavior. Absolutely the same. So, you know, in the James rowing analogy, you know, my life has countless hours sitting on a rowing machine of mental behavior, whatever that is for me, whatever that is for you, over and over. And we have our glimpses, and we move forward, trying and effectively creating new behaviors. And yet the power, not the power, I don't want to give it power, the reservoir of predetermined behavior is so vast and so entrenched in us that in order for me to create a new biomechanical, repetitive, behavioral, efficient pattern, it has to be 24/7, all in, all the time, 168 hours of the day. There is no other way. You want to be a better rower. I used to say this when I coached, right? You want to be a better rower? Row. Don't fucking kayak. Don't ride a bike. Row. Create the pattern. Efficiency in the pattern of biomechanical musculature doing your thing. You want to be happier in life? Work on being happy. You want to stay positive? Be positive. For every negative thought you have, you need to turn that around and put 10 positive spins on it. You have to. Otherwise, you will never adjust that scale. And so so knowing that it truly is an uphill battle, that doesn't mean it can't be whatever it is that each of us want to achieve and want to have this balance, this state, whatever it is for us. You have to understand how imperative it is each moment within the moment is crucial to rewiring that reservoir. So, no matter where you are in life, if you're towards my age, then, you have a fucking whack load of behaviors and thoughts that are filling that reservoir, some conscious, some unconscious. You need to work. And I say work because at the end of the day, we have to do the work. You have to work at consistently rewiring those. And that's why working with the youth is so powerful in these days. And thankfully, the younger generation are starting to get this and starting to understand. And there is a collective shift. So anyway, all of that from spending 15 minutes on a rowing machine this morning for the first time in 3.5 years. So we are all creatures of habit. We are all creatures of patterns and rhythm. And most of that has already been designed for us by us, necessarily, sometimes not, but it's already been designed. So if we want to create a new rhythm, we have to go in and do the work and be relentless in its pursuit. All right. That's all I got to share with you today. Got to run. Mad love to the courageous. Look for that. Creating new rhythms. You need to adjust that frequency. Whenever you start to get the static on the dial, turn it back, get into that new frequency. Otherwise, you're going to keep slipping down the slope on your climb. All right. Mad love to the courageous. Ciao.